All right, good to go?
Yeah.
The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 24 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of the homestand, middle game of 3 this weekend as the Revs once again host the Road Warriors, coming in off back-to-back wins and a big one here last night. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Michael Marcantonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball. It is another summer-like evening here on this Memorial Day weekend, and Michael, last night, I don't know that the weather was the biggest reason for the offense. The credit goes to the players, but it did feel like hitting season, and man, did they produce with 14 hits, 4 home runs, and those were bombs in a 9-1 win.
They were. It seemed like each one went farther than the other. First, the Burgess one, which was the second homer, then it went Mitchell first, then Burgess. I mean, that ball still might not have landed, and then after that, it was Ruby Silva hit a long shot out to right, and then Wellington Dotel's might have been the longest of the night out to left center, one of the deepest parts of the park here at People's Bank Park, and that one went over the signage out in deep left center over the playground. It was fun to watch, and even though the Revs already probably had the game in hand up 5-1 going into that bottom of the 8th yesterday, to see them put up 4 more and tack on, that's when Silva and Dotel each hit the 2-run shots. It was fun, and you could tell the fans were into it, the players were into it. Wellington had a little fun with his home run, watching it a little bit. Now some sparks flew after that. But, I mean, no reason he can't do that in a game at home, trying to put a show on for the fans. But it was fun to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. Third time since Sunday that the Revs have scored at least 7 in a game and won the game by at least 7. Tonight, it'll be Ross Detwiler making the start. He's 2-1 with a 2.38 ERA. That's 8th in the league. Calvin Villa, the lefty, goes for the Road Warriors, 0-2 with an ERA of 4.84. Coming up on our pregame, we will have part 2 of our conversation with Ross Detwiler. Stay tuned for that. Caught up with him earlier this week in Lancaster. We'll also check in with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. The bad news from last night is that Jay Goss did have some discomfort leaving that game and has been placed on the disabled list for now. So that is the bad news. We'll get the latest from Mace on that, to be sure, here in the pregame as well. But first pitch tonight coming up at 6:30 as the Revs go for their 3rd in a row here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Is your backyard an inspiration or more like an eyesore? Get your backyard ready for summer with Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all summer long. Take advantage of big savings on our in-stock or built-to-order sheds, or enjoy free delivery and assembly on any of our vinyl swing sets. See our impressive selection of outdoor structures at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs go for their third in a row here tonight, hosting the Road Warriors. Our pregame guest, Ross Detwiler. We had part one of the interview earlier this week in Lancaster. Part two airs now. If you missed part one, we'll have the entire thing archived on our SoundCloud page after the game tonight. But for now, part two of our conversation with tonight's starter, Ross Detwiler. When we look at your major league career and a lot of success, obviously, what are maybe two or three of the biggest highlights that stand out to you as you work on getting back there? Was it the playoff game or the debut or even something else?
Yeah, the debut has been so long now. It's so long ago now, but definitely the number one thing is the playoff game, elimination game, Game 4 against the Cardinals. My last start of the season was in St. Louis against the Cardinals. It did not go well. And then we had them in the first round of the playoffs that year, and I was in an elimination game against them, and we pulled it out in extra innings. So that was the most fun I've had on a baseball field.
What is a major league postseason clinching celebration like?
Oh, there's nothing like the feel of cold champagne. It stings the eyes a little bit, but it's well worth it.
and obviously, you being a St. Louis guy, who were some of your favorite Cardinals growing up?
All of them. We watched every game, beginning of every game, dinner time every night as a family. So it's baseball's been a huge part of my life, and that's just the culture in St. Louis too. It's a big baseball city, and one of the coolest things was growing up listening to Jack Buck and actually Bob Carpenter, and then going to DC, I was listening to Bob Carpenter again. So it's like he is the voice of baseball for me. It's I've been around his voice calling games for 20 plus years now.
Yeah, no, very cool. And talking with Ross Detwiler, you being a left-handed pitcher, were there any pitchers in particular that you really watched growing up, whether it was a Cardinals guy or somebody else?
I always liked to watch Randy Johnson. He was obviously the best lefty at the time when I was growing up, so it was definitely a lot of fun to watch him. But he was kind of on the West Coast, and I was past my bedtime, so I was just stuck with the Cardinals games. It's not always a bad thing, but what we were talking about yesterday in the clubhouse when we came in. It was cool growing up in that era because you had WGN. As soon as you got home from school, you turn on WGN. The Cubs were always on, and then at nighttime you had the Braves on TBS, and then you watch a Cardinals game too. So there's a lot of baseball.
Yeah. Do you feel like, and I don't know if it's changed at any point in your career, but is there like a major key that you try to feel when you're out there from start to start? Is it, I don't know, maybe breaking ball command that's a big key for you, or is it something else?
I've never really had that great a command with my breaking ball, and that's part of the reason I'm here, to work on that. Just really being able to spot the fastball in and out and establish that early. And now I'm working on a few other pitches, a few off-speed pitches, and it's been awesome to work with Fletch here, and he's really helped me out a ton. He was a left-handed pitcher, so that's you don't always get that, and left-handers can speak to left-handers in different ways. So it's been nice, but I think really just establishing that, and now they're trying to establish a higher fastball for a strike all throughout baseball. So really working on that, and I don't know, I've had so many numbers thrown at me, and I don't know what they all mean. So it's I just try to get back to location and not worry about anything else.
Well, lastly, I'm surprised you didn't say that one of your biggest highlights was throwing bullpens to Octavio Martinez when you were in D.C.
Yeah, we had our preseason workout, and we went upstairs to have a lunch or a dinner or something, and I saw a Nationals jersey hanging in the front office, number 87, and said Martinez, so I went ahead and got on my phone and was asking him about that.
Did he tell you guys the story about his one home run that he hit during his season in York, and everybody was saying, "Oh, it's only because there were hurricane force winds," or did he tell you that he set the home run record?
Yeah, he didn't quite tell us about the one home run. He kind of left that out a little bit.
Well, there you go. We learn something every day. Ross, thank you very much, and continued success here in York.
All right, thank you very much.
Ross Detwiler joining us earlier this week. Again, we'll have parts 1 and 2 on our SoundCloud page. You can find that on WOYK1350.com. The new WOYK app. All of our season-long interviews are there. Highlights as well, game archives. Right now, Mace exchanging lineup cards at the plate with Ellie Rodriguez. We will step out for a moment. The Broadway Transmission Manager's Report is coming up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Nitro Circus presents the Next Level Tour. In 2018, we're stepping things up a notch and taking the world's biggest ramps on the road. These are the ramps that have only been seen at Travis Pastrana's house and the Nitro World Games. And now they're coming to you. So come check it out, York. This tour is too big for indoors. This tour is Next Level. Coming to People's Bank Park on Friday, June 15th. Tickets on sale now through nitrocircus.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, well, a tremendous win coming home last night. First, though, let's get the bad news out of the way. You found out after the game that Jay Goss had some discomfort, had to go on the DL. What's the latest that you can share with that? And is it terribly serious, or is it kind of a wait-and-see thing going forward?
Well, we didn't do any MRIs or X-rays or anything. It was just based on a physical examination after the game, and the medical staff basically said, we're going to shut him down for 2 weeks with no throwing, and then after that we'll pick up a throwing program and get back to where it was. But he just having some discomfort down around his elbow, maybe a UCL, something like that. But so for right now it's just 2 weeks of total shutdown, and then we'll pick up the throwing program at that point.
Now, obviously, you hate to hear that, and hopefully he does get right back to where he was, but at least for these next couple of weeks, how do you evaluate the pitching depth that you have and the starting pitching possibilities with him having to sit out some time?
Well, we have 4 in there right now. We have Detwiler and Atkins and Severino and Groats, so that's 4. And, Jay was the 5th one, but we're going to replace Jay with Pat McCoy for now. Pat was been a starter in his career. He started 10 or 11 games last year in Southern Maryland. He's pretty confident right now. He might be able to go out and give us, anywhere between 4 and 5 innings, depending how, the pitch count goes and that kind of thing. So we're going to build him up a little bit right now, but, we're going to get him hopefully in the game today for an inning, and then he'll be shut down and he'll start on Thursday, which would have been Jay's next start here at home.
Well, the pitching was good. The defense had some really nice plays, and then obviously the offense put up a fireworks show last night. And getting back home, that was good to see. But it really, I guess you could say, even started a couple of days before that with some of the hit totals over in Lancaster too.
I was talking about that last night after the game with some of the guys, and I mean, I think the last couple games over there we were 12 or 13 hits, and I think 14 last night or whatever. So, I mean, we've been getting outside. The weather's warmer. I mean, you can't put it all on that, but it has to help a little bit, getting some decent reps outside, and we had some better approaches. I mean, Mitchell, he hits opposite field homer to start the game, and I mean, so it's just one of those things where if we're patient and not try to be pool happy every time we're up there, we're capable of putting up those kind of numbers. You can't say nightly because pitching sometimes is going to shut down hitting, and good pitching usually always does. But we had some really good approaches last night, and we hit some balls really hard last night. And a lot of the baseballs we hit in Lancaster, if we would have been here, we'd have probably had a bunch of home runs. Some of those balls, that's just the Grand Canyon out there trying to hit them out. But I think it'll help with the confidence level too, and guys are starting to see their averages come up into respectability, and when all those things happen, I think it's better for everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, the 4 home runs were not wall scrapers. Those were some bombs that were hit last night.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, there was nothing cheap last night. All the balls that we hit out of here were hit really well, and so today's a different day. We're facing Villa. He's pretty tough on most teams, a left-handed starter. So we'll see how our approach goes tonight. I do have more right-handers in the lineup tonight than we were able to do some days. So we'll see if that helps.
Yeah, you saw him back on May 2nd, and when you did, was his style and his approach similar to what you remembered when he was a regular starter previously in this league?
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's a fastball changeup guy, and he pitches backwards once in a while, just like most left-handers do. And he changes speeds really well. There's a good range between his fastball and his changeup, and in this sport, all you got to do is get somebody out on their front side a little bit, and you can get some really weak ground balls and some pop-ups. So he was pretty much the same guy that I remembered over the years.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Revs will be taking the field here shortly. Our starting lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Road Warriors, Osvaldo Martinez leads off at shortstop. Hitting second is the center fielder Matt Hibbert. Gustavo Pierre, third baseman, bats third. Hitting cleanup in right field is Jorge Fernandez. Geraldo Valentin, the first baseman, bats fifth. Former Rev Chris Rivera, who played in 2 games with York, but he's now playing in his 11th game with the Road Warriors. He will catch tonight and bat sixth. Melvin Rodriguez, second baseman, hits seventh. Batting eighth, the DH, Alfredo Silverio. And Anthony Ray in left field will bat ninth. Again, it's Martinez, Hibbert, Pierre, Fernandez, Valentin, Rivera, Rodriguez, Silverio, and Ray for the Road Warriors here tonight. Zach Groats, now that he's in the rotation, he has no idea what to do with himself. He's down there pounding his cleats with a bat like he's going to hit here tonight. He doesn't know what to do on these days that he's not up to pitch in the game now, it seems. And last night he was down there during the pregame routine with the hitters as well. The Revs lineup tonight, they will have Travis Witherspoon in center field leading things off. Alexi Casilla at second base, bats second. Wellington Dotel in left field will hit third. Cleanup man is Zach Wilson at first base. Melky Mesa, the DH, is hitting fifth. Jose Cuevas at third base will bat sixth. Luis Cruz does the catching tonight, hitting seventh in the order. Ryan Dent at shortstop bats eighth. And Ruby Silva goes to right field tonight with Jared Mitchell getting a night off. Silva will give the Revs some punch in the 9 spot, hopefully, once again. Again, it's Witherspoon, Casilla, Dotel, Wilson, Mesa, Cuevas, Cruz, Dent, and Silva for the Revs here tonight, with Ross Detwiler 2-1 at 2.38 ERA, facing lefty Calvin Villa, who's 0-2 with a 4.84 for the Road Warriors. Revs have taken the field for tonight's game. That's a wrap on our pregame show. We'll have first pitch, game number 24 of the season. The Revs and the Road Warriors coming up next.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
The Dallastown Middle School Marching Band with our national anthem here tonight. Very nicely done. And their school year about to conclude in a couple of weeks, and I'm sure one of the highlights on their calendar being here to perform tonight. Ross Detwiler will begin his warm-ups on the game mound, and Revs starters in general have been a big strength of this team, a 3.03 ERA as a starting staff. The team as a whole, 5th in the league in ERA at 3.43, and just .06 away from going from 5th all the way up to 2nd best in the league. Detwiler 2-1 at 2.38 ERA in 5 starts. The ERA ranks 8th individually. 22 2/3 innings, 23 hits, only 6 earned runs, 8 walks, 21 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .264. He's given up just 2 home runs, both against the Road Warriors in a game back on May 2nd, but he pitched very well in that game. Those 2 home runs were solo shots. He went 6 innings, struck out 7, and the home runs accounted for 2 of the only 4 hits that he gave up on that night. Left in line for a potential win. It did not happen, but enters play tonight with a 2-1 mark. And Michael, the rotation in general has been a strength. It does take a hit with Jay Goss going on the DL today, but Pat McCoy will go into that spot. We certainly have liked what we've seen from him. He's another guy with big league time, and Detwiler has some of the most significant big league time in the Atlantic League here this season.
It's good to have a couple guys that you can plug into that rotation at a moment's notice. Losing Goss stinks, and it's going to hurt moving forward because he's been the stopper for this team. He leads the team in wins, and he's at the front end of that rotation, but you're able to throw Zach Groats in the rotation before the Goss injury. Now Pat McCoy is going to step in, a guy with a lot of starting experience in this league. So Revs should be able to handle the loss of Goss for the time being.
Not as deep in the bullpen, but McCoy certainly a good option to plug right in. Well, we're ready to go. Osvaldo Martinez digs in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here tonight. And he swings at it, grounds it left side, diving stop. Cuevas up with it cleanly, fires, got him. One pitch and one terrific play to start the night. Cuevas dives to his left, and that's how our game begins.
Jose looks good over there. You can tell the ankle's fully healed, able to go to his left, his right, going to his left there. He did the same thing last night and started a double play, making a diving stop. Great defense over there at the hot corner.
Well, the Revs really played a great game in all facets last night, including defense, and it starts much the same tonight. Here's Matt Hibbert. Detwiler with the pitch, and he swings, grounds one to deep, short, backhanded Dent, off balance throw, it's right on the money, and he gets the speedy Hibbert by a step, and Ryan Dent with the fantastic play. Detwiler on pace for 27 pitches tonight, 2 up, 2 down.
This is a good formula. Love to see Detwiler get those first pitch ground balls. He's keeping the ball down. He's commanded his pitches really well all season from his first start, even in the spring games he pitched. It's a great sign, especially in the first inning, to get 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Gustavo Pierre now. First pitch he's taking, and it's low.
Ruined it. He ruined it.
Figured he pretty much had to. It's hitting at 300 with 4 home runs, 9 driven in. Detwiler the windup, and the 1-0 shows a bunt and takes a strike. Our plate ump tonight is Scott Hart. Tim McCaffrey at first. Joe Del Balso at third base tonight. Revs in the alternate whites with the stripes on the shoulders. Road Warriors all gray. Pitch to Pierre. He swings and misses. Fastball away at 90. It's 1-2. There is some cloud cover here as we get started tonight. The skies seem a little bit threatening. There's some storms in York County. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. A breaking ball dives down, and Pierre chops right over top of it. A strikeout to end a 1-2-3 first. Couple of great plays behind Detwiler, and that's a fantastic start to the proceedings tonight. We played a half inning. It's the Road Warriors nothing. The Revs coming up.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot, and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track? On the street? In the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports. The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
1-2-3, first inning for Ross Detwiler. Now Road Warriors lefty Kelvin Villa will take the hill. He's 0-2, a 4.84 ERA in 5 starts. 22 1/3 innings, 26 hits. Opponents 283, 7 walks, 17 Ks. The wind is really picked up. That flag blowing hard out. Witherspoon leads off and takes a little bit high. They are checking the radar. LJ, our groundskeeper, confirming with the crew chief, McCaffrey, between innings as Witherspoon fouls this one high and off to the right. Lands on the concourse. It's a ball and a strike. He leads off tonight with Mitchell a night off with a lefty starter. The 1-1 and a swing and a pop fly right center. The wind will push that out to medium depth. Hibbert is back on it and still backpedaling. He makes the play. That ball really carried. Hibbert, though, back in fairly deep right center where it ended up, handles it.
Hibbert's handled right center in this park pretty well over the last 2 nights. Caught a ball at the fence last night, robbed extra bases. Forget who hit that, but he did make a nice play on it.
Here's Alexi Casilla, first pitch. He swings, chops one to third, one big hop right to Pierre. He'll take a look at the seams and throw it across to first, 2 down. A lot of first pitch hacks tonight on both sides. Villa just 5'10", 170-pound lefty, an Atlantic League veteran, and going several years back when he was with the old Newark Bears for a time, the Road Warriors in a previous installment, Sugarland. Here's Wellington. No score, no base runners yet. And via the pitch, it's a called strike up around belt high. Detwiler at 306, 8-game hitting streak coming in. Revs' longest of the year. And he swings here, lifts it in the air, left field. Ray will actually come in. Now he staggers toward left center, but he's got it. As the wind is a little bit of a factor here in the early going, some storms in York County, and a 1-2-3 first for both starters. We go to the second, no score.
Looks like Mother Nature decided to skip spring and just turn on the heat. So we're going to do the same. This is Doug Sprankle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi. The heat is on to sell some new Mitsubishis and empty the lot. So come check out the all-new Eclipse Cross ES all-wheel drive. Lease it for just $189 a month for 36 months, 12,000 miles per year. Or the always popular Outlander Sport ES as low as $18,990. Growing families will love the 7-passenger Outlander ES. Get it for as low as $21,390. And as gas prices nose above $3 a gallon, you'll definitely want to take a look at the fuel-sipping 40-plus mile per gallon 2018 Mirage. Buy it for just $11,990. Plus, as always, we're hooking you up with an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. The heat is on at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
$39.99 down plus first payment and security deposit. Tax and tax extra. See dealer for details.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jay Gauss. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the second inning, it was a 6-minute first inning. Both pitchers, 6 pitches, 5 strikes. And Ross Detwiler will begin the second inning. The TARP crew has gathered in right field just in case. They are on call. Jorge Fernandez, switch hitting cleanup batter, leads off, and batting right takes a strike. He is the K-man tonight. Lights are beginning to come on. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be a Detwiler start without rain or the threat of it. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball, left center field. Detwiler on the move, hit pretty well, and it one-hops up and against the fence. Witherspoon barehands the carom, throws into short, and Fernandez pulls into second with a leadoff double. First base runner of the night on either side.
That's a well-hit ball out to left center, carried a little bit, but Spoon played it well out there, playing it off the carom and got it back in quickly. You sure that's just not a Revs staff gathering out in right field?
Well, maybe that's...
I don't know if it's the TARP crew. I mean, that's just bringing bad vibes, gathering early.
Yeah, it's good team
bonding. A Revs staff outing in right field.
That's all. Here's Valentine, and Detwiler misses away first pitch.
Almost saw a 3-pitch inning from Detwiler in the first. You know, I threw one of those once.
Really?
The last inning I was actually on a baseball field. I threw a 3-pitch inning.
So, like, not wiffle ball?
No, this is real baseball we're talking.
Here's the stretch. Now the 1-0. And a breaking ball chopped to short. Dent way to his right. Gloves the high hop. Throws it across his body. And again, right on the money. And Valentine, not their best runner. He had time to wait back for the big hop. And then on the move, cast it across. Fernandez, the ball hit in front of him. He has to stay at second base. That's a big first out.
Great first out. And he didn't have to throw a lot of pitches because he got Valentine to swing early in the count. And he also got him to chop one out where you can't move the runner. And Dent throws the ball so well. That's his normal motion, throwing sidearm like that. And he's perfected it, throwing off balance.
Here's former Rev Chris Rivera, and he swings and misses. Detwiler at 93 as he attacks his former teammate.
That's no way to go after a guy you shared a clubhouse with.
I would assume that Rivera probably caught some of his bullpens, too. Detwiler ready at the belt. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another fastball at 93. Rivera hitting .229 in 12 games. 10 of those have been played with the Road Warriors. He's only in 2 games with York, and Mace found him some more playing time, which was the goal. The Road Warriors were in dire need as well. Beginning of May, they were with an empty bench. The pitch, and it's just inside. Fastball at 94. Rivera jumps and shuffles his feet just in off the corner. 1-2.
Well, Ross is feeling good tonight. The velocity's been there. If the fastball is working, I mean, he doesn't need much else. He's that good. It's good to see that velo up in the mid-90s.
Trying to keep it scoreless here early. He's set. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball up at 94. 2 down in the inning. His second strikeout of the night.
Well, he looks like a 9-year Major League veteran out there. I mean, changing speeds, going from fastball then breaking ball, but he's used mostly fastball, but he's able to change location with it, going up, going in. And now he's got a lefty at the plate with 2 outs. I mean, could breeze through another quick inning here.
He will try to do just that. Melvin Rodriguez stands in. First pitch, breaking ball. He tried to check, and I guess they're not going to appeal it. Ball 1 in the dirt. Rodriguez hitting .242 against lefties, .152. Last night he was hitting second in the order, but perhaps due to it being a left-hand starter, they move him down. Matt Hibbert up to second behind Martinez. The 1-0, and that misses low. Fastball. Our weather, by the way, it was 95 on the board here just before game time. Now it's 87 with the cloud cover and wind, and we do have storms in the area. Our weather report brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Detwiler the stretch, and the 2-0 to Rodriguez. Swing and a high pop fly left field, not deep. Dotel coming over and camped under it. He's got it. Had to back up a step right at the end as the wind continues to move the ball around when it's up that high. But Detwiler, after the leadoff double, retires 3 in a row. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the second, no score.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
The York Revolution Superhero Night is, well, super. It's all happening Saturday, June 9th. An eco-friendly tote bag giveaway presented by York County Solid Waste Authority. High-flying stunt performances by ex-Pogo. And, of course, your favorite comic book superheroes live and in person. And it's a Saturday at People's Bank Park. That means post-game inside the park fireworks presented by Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment. Superhero Night, Saturday, June 9th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the second, no score. Detwiler working around the leadoff double. Zach Wilson will lead things off. Calvin Villa, a 6-pitch, 5-strike, 1-2-3 first, just like Detwiler had. And the first pitch to Wilson is down low. His first game played since Tuesday night. He fell ill on Wednesday. They sent him home from Lancaster. He was there Thursday and then last night, but not in the lineup. Pitch, he swings and misses. A changeup from Villa, which is a pitch that he is known for. Wilson did hit 2 home runs, 2 of his 3 off of Villa here on May 2nd. It's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss out in front on that changeup again. Good arm action on it. And he's able to throw it back-to-back pitches and get a good result if the arm speed is up. Wilson at 271 for the year. It's the 1-2. And he swings, hits one high in the air toward the corner and right. Long run, Fernandez, and onto the track, and he's got just enough room. Had about a step and a half to spare down toward the corner in front of the groundskeeper area. Makes the play for the first out. It looks like with this wind, it's going to carry to all fields.
Could make for another fun night of long balls, and hopefully it's mostly Revs home runs that we see if there are some hit. With 4 last night, I mean, again, that was a lot of fun to watch, and the offense is rolling right now. The pace of this game has moved quickly.
Is Melky Mesa, and Smiley swings and misses at a first pitch changeup.
A lot of guys swinging early in the counts, and that's okay early on. This is a Revs team that isn't terrible when they put the first pitch in play.
Is the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball fair down the third base line. Past the dive of Pierre into the left field corner. It rattles down there, and Mesa's got an easy stand-up double as the throw goes in the direction of third base. Revs with their first base runner of the night. And Mesa, who's been hitting up near 300 here in the early stages of his season, has the Revs' first knock. He has perfected, if you know the backpack kid dance, and he can do it at a frenetic pace, and he does it out there at second after his double. Mace earlier today, on the final round of BP, kept him in the park, so that was a win for Mace. So the Revs manager stood there on the batting practice pitching platform, and he did the backpack kid right back at Melky. Here's Jose Cuevas, who takes a strike. And if you don't know the dance we're talking about, just Google it.
Come by the booth, I'll do it.
I won't.
I like one of my favorite dances.
But Michael will.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at it.
You dance in full. Here's a changeup outside, 1-1.
I learned it last summer when I was broadcasting for the Rockford Rivets in the Northwoods League. A couple of the guys on the team, I couldn't get it at first. It's hands one way, hips the other, and it's always going in opposite directions. And a couple of the guys helped me finally get it down.
See, I already know more about it than I did. Here's a swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2.
At the end of the day, it's all about the hips. You got it. It's the hip motion. You got to keep it going. You got to have some rhythm and flow with it.
And that's the part that makes me not even willing to try it.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
Exactly. Another broadcasting injury. Right up there with paper cuts.
They happen.
Here's a changeup in the dirt on Cuevas, 2-2. Rivera had that one deflect up off his glove and then caught it a second time. Paper cuts, electrocution, all hazards of the business. Cuevas at 217 at the plate. 12 games. 2-2. And he swings, fouls it straight back over the roof. Lights on at full force now. You can see Villa sweating through that gray jersey on a muggy night. Memorial Day weekend has brought an early summer here after we basically skip spring. The pitch, and it misses down and in. A full count on Cuevas. Luis Cruz is on deck. No score, bottom second.
Do we ever not skip spring here in the northeast part of the country? It goes from 40 to 90, it feels like, every year.
Might get a couple days, and that's it. Here's the 3-2. And a swing and a foul tip at the plate. Cuevas reaching, and it is a continuing steady dose of changeups from Villa. Cuevas just got a piece on that one. Revs looking to strike first. Right now, the wind appears to be more toward left center. So if Cuevas gets a hold of one, look out. 3-2, and it misses way outside. A walk, and the Revs with 2 on for Luis Cruz. Clark has caught the last couple. Cruz back in there, facing the lefty here tonight. And he's been one of the Revs' better hitters with men in scoring position, 7 for 15. Looking to get into double figures in RBIs here. He's got 9. He did go 1 for 2 with a double against Villa when they faced him back on May 2nd. First and second, 1 out. The stretch from the lefty, he deals, and a fastball just low. Good eye from Cruz. On the 1-0, and a change-up away. Playdom said that Cruz offered at it. He tried to stop the hands, but had committed too far. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Revs have Frank DeGiulio Jr. and Jay Goss on the DL, both with elbow problems. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a rip at short, and Martinez is there on a hop. A long flip to second, and Rodriguez will turn it. Hit sharply on a hop, but Martinez was there and made the long side-handed flip to his second baseman, but they did have time to turn it. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the third. It remains 0-0.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
No score. We head to the third inning here tonight. Each team with a double with less than 2 outs in that second inning, but nothing across. Detwiler worked around a leadoff double. Malky Mesa with a 1-out double for the Revs, but unable to cash in. Alfredo Silverio will lead off for the Road Warriors. 8-9-1 due up. He's DHing tonight. First pitch is swung on, driven a long ways down the line and right, and it is foul. It was a lot further foul, I thought, when it left the bat, and it did not slice at all. It was probably 10 feet wide of the foul pole. On the wind and the 0-1, and a swing and a high fly again toward right, toward the corner. Silva being pushed back that way. Now changes directions back toward regular right field, and he's got it. So initially, he went hard toward the corner, ends up coming back towards straightaway right field, and it will be tricky for the time being, but Silva handles it, 1 down.
Position he's not used to playing that much, and when he's in the outfield, he's usually in left. A couple starts in center, but handling right pretty well so far tonight.
Now Anthony Ray. And he looks at a fastball strike, left on left. Ray hitting at 167. First meeting, Detwiler struck him out both times. And here's the kick and the 0-1. That misses down and outside. There are a couple of umbrellas popping up.
Of course there are.
Staff gathering continues in right field.
I hope they're having fun out there.
It's the 1-1. And look out, late swing, and he lines a foul off. Fortunately, an empty seat behind the Road Warriors dugout about 5 rows in.
Wow, that thing came in hot. Luckily, an area where there's not anyone sitting, because that would have been an injury.
Detwiler ahead, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him upstairs. 93 on that one. His third strikeout of the night. It's 7 o'clock. Let's pause for a station ID.
First in York. First in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350. WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
2 up, 2 down, scoreless in the third. We go back to the top of the order. Osvaldo Martinez, the hitter. And Detwiler's first pitch, it's a called strike. 2-seamer that tailed back to the inside corner against the right-hand hitter. And you grounded out to third on the first pitch of the night. A diving play from Cuevas to start the game. The 0-1. Breaking ball runs inside.
And we have rain.
And fans will head for cover. It's light at the moment. There's the 1-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball. Cuevas dives. Can't quite get to that one. It bounces through into left. So a 2-out single, the second hit for the Road Warriors here tonight. And that'll bring up Matt Hibbert. Hibbert a ground out to short his first time on a fine play made by Ryan Dent. Backhanded it and threw off balance. A runner at first with 2 outs. And Detwiler delivers home. And a late swing. He shoots a ground foul off the front of the Revs dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Hopefully it's brief and light and passing, but the tarp crew continues to wait for the instructions. Detwiler ready. The 0-1. And that's a called strike at the knees. So right at the very bottom edge of the strike zone, Detwiler gets the call. And ahead 0-2, looking to make it 3 scoreless to start his night. Martinez held at first by Zach Wilson. And Detwiler ready. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, got him. Swing and a miss. And Detwiler with 2 strikeouts in the inning. 4 total on the night. Just a 2-out ground single and nothing else given up. We go to the bottom half of the third. Still a nothing game.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
No score. We go to the bottom half of the third. Ryan Dent will lead things off. Silva and Witherspoon coming as well. And we have something pretty cool, yummy for now, disgusting in a bit in front of us as Ryan Dent takes a strike. We have a White Castle burger eating contest. Looks delicious for now. I don't know what the after effects will be as Dent swings and taps a foul behind the plate. And it won't be long. I'm going to get out there for dinner, but tonight we have Qdoba in the press box, so can't pass up that. A little bit of sunlight appearing, 0-2, and a swing and a foul tip into the mid. Now Villa goes up high on that fastball, has his first strikeout of the night. Rivera hangs on to it. One down here in the bottom of the third.
Hopefully that rain that was coming through and is starting to drizzle a little bit passes through. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of sun, so maybe we'll get lucky for once here at the bank.
Wouldn't that be something? Here's Ruby Silva, and he takes a strike, a little bit of a delayed call up at the top of the zone. 3 straight multi-hit games for him as Villa misses down and away, working quickly as he seems to be getting into his rhythm. This guy has his entire face stuffed like a chipmunk. The 1-1, and a swing and a tap foul to the right of home.
See, these types of contests to me just aren't that fun. I mean, you can't enjoy the food.
Yeah.
If you're getting a big prize, like a big prize out of it, you know, I think it's worth it. But
and it's hot out. Here's the 1-2. Called third strike, in and out of Rivera's glove, but he'll pick back up and apply the tag. Villa hitting the outer border of the strike zone on that pitch. 2 down on strikeouts here in the third.
We talked, I believe in the pregame, or maybe it was last night, about the weather changing and being quote-unquote hitting weather. But you mentioned how it's also good for the pitchers because they can get better grips on the ball. Not as much of a risk to get hurt with it being warm versus cold.
Here's Spoon. He takes a strike.
And I think it gives guys an easier opportunity to really settle in and pitch their game. Both guys doing so tonight.
And via the wind, the 0-1 to Witherspoon is swinging a chip foul over toward the Road Warrior dugout. Hit one fairly deep in center, but flied out leading off the first. Mitchell a night off tonight, so Travis at the top. Here's the 0-2, and that misses outside, a fastball. No score, bottom of the third. Little sunlight across the outfield. Tarp crew still gathered, though. Here's a swing and a belt. Deep left field. Is it high enough? It is off the top portion of the Nemesis. Digging for two. And the throw from Ray. It's close, but Witherspoon slides in just ahead of it. A two-out double, a line shot. Nailed off the top of the arch Nemesis. Maybe 5 feet, if that, away from the yellow line, right off the 1741 sign. And the Revs, with a two-out double, have a threat.
Nice night for some wall ball here at the park. And Spoon, I mean, that was a couple feet, and that one's gone. Got to feel good for Spoon getting back in the lineup. He's had a couple days off this week, so I'm sure he's got his legs back under him, and I'm sure he feels pretty good, well rested.
Now Alexi, who grounded out to third his first time, he'll try to get him home. First pitch is just off the plate away. As the sunlight gets even brighter through what is otherwise threatening gray skies, east and west. The pitch, and a swing and a line drive left center field. That's down for a hit. Hibbert has to play it on a hop. Witherspoon around third to score, and Alexi Casilla brings him home. A double with 2 outs, followed by a Casilla single. And just like that, the Revs with a 1-0 lead.
I was just getting ready to say that Alexi's due. Hadn't driven in a run in a while. Has been stuck on 3 RBIs for a while. Give him 4 right there, and that's a nice piece of 2-out hitting. The Revs have proven they can hit with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position in 2 outs. Another example of it right there.
Villa had struck out the first 2 of the inning, but then a double and a single produces a quick run. And here's Dotel, who swung for the downs but came up empty. Flying out to left field his first time facing Villa. 1-0 York here in the bottom of the third. Villa ready, the 0-1, and it's right down the middle. Dotel might have been looking for something else. He's in a quick 0-2 hole.
We have Derek on his 7th, and we have Mike casually eating a 6.
Again now bright sunshine and a rainbow forming off in right field. Pitch to Dotel is down low. Shadows from the back of the mound into home plate, but most of the outfield now is sunlit. Now move to first, short lead for Casilla. He side shuffles back.
Maybe somebody will hit the rainbow today with a home run. Burgess's last night might have.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, deep short. Martinez over to his knees to throw it. Oh my, he got it there. A bullet across the diamond, and it gets Dotel to end the inning. Martinez got to the ball still upright, but was lunging and started to fall, and he went the whole way to his knees and threw a strike from there. But the Revs do get the game's first run tonight. 2 hits in the inning, 1 left. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. The Revs with a 1-0 lead.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the fourth, Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0. Ross Detwiler's cruised through 3 shutout frames. He'll face Gustavo Pierre to kick off the fourth. Pierre laces one, first pitch swinging off the arch nemesis in left field. On one hop, Wellington Dotel pick it up and gun it into second, holding Pierre to a long single. But it was a hard hit ball, and he's a leadoff base runner now for Jorge Fernandez. That ball was smoked. What probably would have been a double in any other park, or maybe probably not a home run, but probably a double in other parks with a wall not that high. But Dotel, who hasn't been here that long, played that really well off the carom in left field, got it into Casilla at second. Pierre took a huge turnaround first, had to stop there. Now Fernandez up with a man on first and no outs. Revs lead it 1-0. Alexi Casilla 2-out RBI double scoring Travis Witherspoon is the difference. Detwiler checks first, now the pitch. First pitch swinging and a nasty slider right there from Detwiler. It's 0-1 on Fernandez. Detwiler's breaking stuff has been good tonight. He got Matt Hibbert swinging on a slider to end the third. He's cruised tonight. He's scattered just 3 hits. Runner goes for second. The pitch swung on and missed. Throw down from Cruz. The throw not in time. It hits the runner Pierre and goes into shallow left field. It caromed off him. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, out to pick it up. Time is called as Pierre will shake the dirt off him and probably shake the sting of the baseball hitting him off. The throw from Cruz didn't look bad, but the way it tailed right into Pierre, sliding into second. Casilla couldn't grab it. So a stolen base for Gustavo Pierre. First stolen base of the night for either team, and first stolen base of the series for the Road Warriors. Now Fernandez will hit with a man on second and no outs. The pitch from Detwiler. Another breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's clear that Ross has the swing and miss stuff tonight. And he has one down here, a strikeout for Ross. He's now struck out at least one batter in every inning, give him 5 in the game.
It's funny that he says that he doesn't have great breaking ball command. He certainly has had it tonight.
I think that was more so an opinion of his, but yeah, he's had it. And Mace said early on in the season that was one thing he needed to get a little bit better at after his first couple starts, his command of the breaking ball, and he's done that with ease. Now Geraldo Valentin will hit. He takes a fastball low and inside for a ball, 1-0. The runner on second is Pierre. He swiped second base. He led off with a single. Revs lead at 1-0, top of the fourth. 3 hits apiece for both teams. Had a little bit of rain earlier, but just a quick shower, just a couple minutes. But Detwiler out of the stretch. Ready's the 1-0. Breaking ball that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. This is Detwiler's 6th start of the season. Comes in with a 2-1 record, 2.38 ERA. One of 4 Revs starters in the top 10 in ERA in the Atlantic League. Comes set to the plate, the 2-0. Fastball misses high. Looked like it had some tail on it. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Geraldo Valentin. Valentin, a .242 hitter coming in, a home run and 5 RBI. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Detwiler looking to come back with a strike. It's 3-0 on Valentin. Pierre leads off second, decent sized lead. Casilla pinching up the middle at second, and the pitch. The 3-0 catches the outside corner, 3-1. Detwiler in his last start, 5 shutout innings. Got a win in New Britain. That was game 2 of a doubleheader this past Sunday. Only gave up 2 hits, struck out 4 and walked 2. The 3-1 offering. Chopper up the middle, dent to his left, dives, he can't get it. A run will come in, and the Road Warriors will tie the game. An RBI single from Geraldo Valentin. It's 1-1.
Now, game of inches, Luis Cruz's throw was close to being really good to get Pierre, but just that little bit of tail and it hit him. So he got the big stolen base and dent here. And I don't know if you get him, Valentin doesn't run all that well, so maybe, but he was at least trying to keep that ball in the infield. Gave it a great effort, going hard to his left, full out dive, but just under his glove, just a little too far out of his reach.
Here's former Rev Chris Rivera doing the catching tonight for the Road Warriors. Detwiler looks at first and the pitch. Rivera takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Game knotted at 1 here in the top of the 4th. The Revs got a run in the bottom of the 3rd, but the Road Warriors have come right back. Geraldo Valentin singles home Gustavo Pierre, and we're right back where we started. 6th RBI of the season for Valentin. The 0-1 to Rivera. Inside, but called a strike on the inside corner. Rivera lunged out of the way. Now he's going to ask the home plate umpire, Scott Hart, where that pitch was. 0-2 the count on Rivera. Talked to Chris before the game tonight and yesterday, and says he's happy to be getting some playing time with the Road Warriors. Knew he wasn't going to get as much here in York. The veteran roster and deep catcher and infield positions here in York. The 0-2. Fly ball, deep left field, and this one is not coming back. A 2-run shot from Chris Rivera. Ambushes an 0-2 fastball up in the zone. And all of a sudden, the Road Warriors lead. It's 3-1 here in the top of the 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's a lot of reasons to say wow there. Former teammate. Detwiler really blew it by him the previous time, ahead there and trying to go up top with the same idea, but Rivera able to get square to it, and that took off.
A 3-run inning for the Road Warriors. Here's Melvin Rodriguez, the left-handed hitter, sees a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 3 hits in the inning, including that Rivera 2-run home run. Coming into the season, we were hoping to see a couple Chris Rivera home runs in this park for the Revs, but his first home run of the season comes in this park as a visitor, and it puts his team ahead. Detwiler comes back with a breaking ball. This one lifted out to left field. Dotel giving chase, and that'll drop foul harmlessly on the foul warning track. 0-2 the count on Melvin Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a homer this season, 4 RBI, hitting .242 coming in. Has been a mainstay at second base for this Road Warriors team. The 0-2 pitch, up and in, a ball. As Melvin Rodriguez ducked out of the way, it's 1-2. There's 1 out in the inning. The scoreboard reads 2. It also doesn't have the count up. There are 2 strikes on Rodriguez. That misses outside. I believe it's 2-2 now. 3-1 lead for the Road Warriors, top of the 4th. This game cruised along through 3 innings. Both starting pitchers threw 6-pitch first innings. It was a 6-minute inning. Now the 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike 3. The strikeout pitch continues to work for Detwiler. He freezes Rodriguez with a fastball, and now there are 2 outs in the inning. Strikeout number 6 in the game for Ross.
Well, he's a pro's pro. He's not going to let 1 home run bother him. He comes right back and makes a series of great pitches there. The home run, by the way, for Rivera, the 16th of his pro career.
Here's Alfredo Silverio. He sees a curveball in, low and inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. 3-1 lead for the Road Warriors. And Detwiler out of the windup, comes set and the pitch. That one misses low and in as well, 2-0. 3 of the 5 hits for the Road Warriors have come this inning, the big hit being the Chris Rivera 2-run home run over the high wall and left. Rivera's first of the season. Detwiler looking to end the inning here, 2 down. And the 2-0 pitch misses low and inside once again. Lunging out of the way, Silverio, it's 3-0. Silverio, the team leader in RBI for the Road Warriors, has 10 of them. He's also hit 3 long balls, one of them coming against the Revs and Ross Detwiler the last time these two teams met. 3-0 right down the middle of fastball, it's 3-1. Detwiler's last start against this team on May 2nd went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, but 2 of the hits were solo homers. But that was it. He left in line for the win. Didn't get it, though. That pitch fouled off. Detwiler struck out 7 in that game and only walked 1. And boy, was that was a hard luck loss, Darryl, that game on May 2nd that Detwiler pitched. I mean, he threw a gem and season-high 7 strikeouts, just didn't get the W.
Yeah, that was a tough night to leave the park. The loss, and also Cuevas and DeJulio got hurt that same night. That was a tough evening.
Detwiler readies the 3-2 2-out pitch. Here it is. Slow chopper out to short. Dent comes up on it, grabs it on 2 hops, throws to Wilson at first, and the side is retired. But the Road Warriors get 3 runs on 3 hits, the big hit being a Chris Rivera 2-run home run. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th with the Revs trailing in this one 3-1. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Quick turn of events tonight at Peoples Bank Park. The Revs find themselves trailing 3-1 as we open up play in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Revs led 1-0 after 3, but then Detwiler surrendered 3 runs on 3 hits in the top of the 4th. An RBI single by Geraldo Valentin to tie the game, and then a Chris Rivera 2-run home run over the arch nemesis and left on an 0-2 pitch, a fastball that Detwiler left up in the zone. Just like that, it was 3-1, and it's still 3-1 here in the bottom half of the inning. Zach Wilson to lead off. First pitch to Wilson, in there for a strike, 0-1. Kelvin Villa's looked good through 3 innings. He's given up just the 1 run. He'll face Wilson, Mesa, and Cuevas, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Revs. Wilson pops one up foul territory first base side, giving chases Valentin, and he makes the grab over behind the Revs dugout, 1 down.
Now you want to come right back and apply some pressure at least on Villa, not let him settle in. All of a sudden he's got a lead. And he can settle in. He kind of did that in his first start here. The Revs had some success on him early. Wilson hit 2 home runs off him. 1 was early for a lead, but Villa had kind of gotten into a rhythm and didn't allow much other than the Wilson 2nd home run through the middle innings.
Here's Melky Mesa. He looks at the first pitch. It's a strike over the heart of the plate, 0-1. 1 out, no one on, bottom of the 4th. 3-1. The Revs trail the Road Warriors. Mesa sees another one. That misses low and inside, 1-1. Detwiler's now given up 3 homers on the season after the Rivera shot, as Mesa fouls one back. Count 1-2 on Melky. Well, and Smiley was smiling a lot today, Daryl, during BP. He was having some fun out there.
As usual.
The 1-2 from Villa. Misses low and outside, 2-0. And all those guys have fun during BP. I love when they get in that competitive mode and each try to best each other with some home runs. Now Mesa flicks at a curveball and sends it into center field for a bloop single. Nice piece of 2-out hitting from Melky. He's a 1-out base runner.
Mays gets into the competitive mode too, trying to prevent them from hitting home runs. And when he kept Mesa in the park, he dished the backpack kid dance right back at him.
Well, they were trying to go oppo today. A couple of the right-handed hitters wanted to go to right center and Mesa was close. I mean, he hit it off that high part of the wall in right center, a little bit over, and it might have gotten out. It was fun watching that, though. Those guys are hilarious. Short lead for Mesa. The first pitch to Cuevas. Grounds it to third. This could be 2. Throw to second for 1. Over to first. It is a double play. Kelvin Villa rolls his second twin killing of the evening, and the Revs go down quietly in the 4th. After 4 innings of play, it's 3-1 Road Warriors. We head to the top of the 5th next on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Moving along here at People's Bank Park, Michael Marcantonini alongside Darrell Henry in the booth. Happy that you're joining us on the broadcast. It's 3-1 Road Warriors over the Revs, top of the 5th inning. Ross Detwiler out for another inning. A lefty-lefty matchup with the 9-hitter Anthony Ray to start the frame. Corners move in on the speedy Ray. He swings at the first pitch and sends one foul out of play. No balls and 1 strike. 9-1-2 for the Road Warriors. It's Ray, Martinez, and Hibbert. Road Warriors capitalized on a 3-run, 3-hit 4th inning to take the lead. The 0-1, Ray chops it out to Wilson. He gets it on 1 hop. He'll have to race to first base as Ray was running hard. When he gets there, beats Ray by a couple steps. 1 out in the inning, 3 unassisted on the putout. Wilson hasn't skipped a beat, making his return to the lineup. Has missed the last 3 games. Missed the final 2 games of the series in Lancaster and then did not play last night. Was battling a bit of an illness, but he's back and ready to go. 1 down, no one on here in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order, Oswaldo Martinez, who's been fantastic defensively so far today. Detwiler takes the sign from Cruz. To the plate, here's the pitch. High and inside, fastball misses. Martinez had to jump out of the way, 1-0. 3-1 lead for the Road Warriors, top 5. Middle game of a 3-game set. Game 2 of a 6-game homestand. The 1-0. One misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Martinez has started one of the 2 double plays on defense for the Road Warriors. He's also gunned down a base runner from his knees at second, threw a bullet to first on a ground ball. Oh, the 2-0. Line drive, sinking liner at Cuevas, and he makes the backhand snare. Quickly 2 up, 2 down in the inning for Detwiler. That has to feel good after allowing 3 in the 5th. Martinez is retired. He's now 1 for 3 on the night. Not a too hard hit of a ball at Cuevas. Quick reflexes out there. Went to a knee to make that grab. And here's Matt Hibbert. Hibbert came over to the Road Warriors not too long ago in a trade with the Lancaster Barnstormers. First pitch to him, he shows bunt but pulls back, taking inside. 1-0 the count. Hibbert came over with Isaac Wenrick in a trade. Neither were getting much playing time for the red-hot Lancaster Barnstormers, but both have been getting significant time since the trade. The 1-0 to Hibbert. He swings and misses at a fastball. 90 miles an hour on the gun from Detwiler. Hibbert, .235 average on the season, but came into tonight hitting .364 with the Road Warriors since joining the club. The 1-1 from Detwiler. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Ross Detwiler continues to get swings and misses. 1-2 the count on Hibbert. Detwiler a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. Would be the second time he's done that tonight. Already 6 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Make it 7. Ross Detwiler, another breaking ball, gets Hibbert to swing and miss. And Ross is through 5 solid innings. Although his team is losing, it's 3-1 Road Warriors. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with the Revs a chance to cut into that deficit. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC, 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
Okay, John, shelves are stocked.
So are the new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
Like word search, with top prizes of 20 grand.
Yep, winning's never been faster.
Not faster than me clearing these shelves.
Dude, I hope you're even faster at restocking.
Yeah.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs trail the Road Warriors 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Luis Cruz swings at the first pitch of the inning and sends it foul down the third baseline. 0-1. Kelvin Villa back out for another inning of work. He's in line for the win if he can complete this 5th with the lead. Road Warriors up 2 here. They got all 3 of their runs in the top of the 4th. The Revs got their run in the bottom of the 3rd. The Alexi Casilla RBI double. Cruz Dent Silva 7-8-9 for the Revs. And Cruz grounds one out to short. Backhand snare by Martinez. Spins, throws high to first. But Valentin comes down on the bag and Cruz is retired. 6-3 on the putout. Osvaldo Martinez continues to shine out at shortstop. Backhanded that ball with ease and then spun as if it was all in one motion. The throw was high, but on line. All Valentin had to do was go up and get it and come down on the base. Here's Ryan Dent, who leads the Revs in batting average against left-handed pitching this season. The first pitch he sees is a ball low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Dent hitting .333 in 12 games, 18 at-bats against left-handers coming in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. He sends this one in the air to deep left center field. Ray going back, still going back, and that ball is gone. Ryan Dent, a solo home run out to left center field in front of the merry-go-round. And the Revs cut the deficit in half. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Number 4 on the season for Dent. And that's got to feel good for him. The Revs continue their home run pace. 4 last night, 1 tonight. Ryan Dent circles the bases. It's got to feel good for him, Darryl.
Yeah, no doubt. He's been swinging a pretty good bat here of late. Second home run in 3 games. Got that ball up, nice sweet swing, and it took off. Good answer after that 3-run fourth that the Road Warriors had.
Now Ruby Silva takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Home run number 4 on the season for Dent, give him 9 RBI now. Now Silva swings at pitch number 2. He sends this one out to deep left. Ray going back, and that one's off the wall. Silva digging for 2. He'll get there without a throw. A double off the arch nemesis for Ruby Silva. The 4th extra base hit of the night for the Revs, and they're in business. Silva, 1-out base runner at second. Revs trailing by just 1.
I think it's safe to say Ruby is hot. And once the Road Warriors got the lead, it's the type of game that could really play into Villa's hands if you're not careful offensively. There's a lot of right-handed hitters tonight. His changeup is his best pitch, and guys have a tendency to want to make the big hit and help urge on the comeback, and he's the type of guy that would use that aggressiveness against you with that changeup. So stay within yourself, good approach, good things will happen.
There's Travis Witherspoon, takes outside, 1-0. Silva coming close to making it back-to-back homers for the Revs. The Revs haven't done that this season, but they do continue to hit the long ball. Home run number 22 for the Revs on the year. Spoon takes low and outside, 2-0.
Gives them the second most in the league now.
How about it all of a sudden?
They had been right around 4th, top half, but now all of a sudden second.
The 2-0 to Spoon, big swing and a big miss. It's 2-1. 3-2 game, Road Warriors in the lead. They got their 3 runs in the 4th. The Revs down 3-1 entering the bottom of the 5th. Got one of the runs back on Dent's solo homer to left center. 5 homers now in the series for the Revs. Spoon swings at a breaking pitch down in the zone. It's 2-2. Silva's at second. He doubled off the arch nemesis in left. It's the 3rd hit off the high wall in left field here at Peoples Bank Park tonight. Second for the Revs. Now Witherspoon awaiting the 2-2 pitch. Villa steps off and looks Silva back at second. Well, Ryan Dent shows why he hits lefties so well. Like I mentioned, leads the team in batting average against left-handers this season. That was his 3rd homer off a lefty. The 2-2 pitch. Spoon fouls one off the hands. And the count remains 2-2. Both teams have now hit a home run tonight. Revs had 4 of them last night. The 7-1 win. 9-1 win, excuse me. Now Spoon chases the 2-2 out of the zone, and he's a strikeout victim. Villa gets a big out number 2 without the runner on second, Silva moving up. That brings up Alexi Casilla in the exact same situation he was in last time he came up. 2 outs and a man on second, and Casilla delivered an RBI double last time up, and that was great to see out of Alexi. Hadn't driven in a run in a while. Now he is at the top of the lineup, so not really an RBI guy, but he was due.
He was. It was a big hit for him. That changeup from Villa there might be his best of the night on Spoon.
First pitch to the switch hitter, Casilla, high and away. Ball 1. Changeup has continued to prove deadly. The Revs have put the ball in play for the most part tonight. Only 3 strikeouts on the ledger for Villa. But his team is leading. It's a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Revs looking to tie it up. Man on second, 2 down. Pitch to Casilla. He swings and fouls it into the netting. It's 1-1. Ryan Dent, a solo homer to left field, left center, for the run here in the 5th to make it a 3-2 game. It was 3-1. Revs out hitting the Road Warriors 6-5, but they are on the losing end right now. 1-1 the count to Casilla. Here's the pitch. Fastball high and away. 2-1. Silva gets caught off second. Throw goes into center field, though. A snap throw from the man behind the plate, Chris Rivera. Silva, it looked like he wanted to try to pick up third, maybe do it in a delayed steal fashion. Slipped, then raced back to second. The throw was to the left of second base. But Silva diving back into second, couldn't take advantage of the throw into center field. Now Villa asks for a new baseball, he gets one. With Silva back at second, he's joking around with Polo. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs in the inning. Revs trail 3-2, bottom 5. Short lead off second for Silva. And the pitch to Casilla. High fastball that he fouls off down the right field line, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gustavo Pierre, the third baseman, 3 or 4 feet off the third base line, back deep at third. Deep up the middle for Martinez and Rodriguez, and then Valentin over at first is playing off the line and back. Outfield straight away for Casilla. The 2-2 pitch, low and away, and it misses. Ball 3. Full count pitch upcoming to Alexi Casilla. Wellington Dotel looming on deck. He'd love to get a shot with 2 on. I'm sure Villa is hoping that doesn't happen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, man on second. Alexi Casilla trying to tie this thing up. And the pitch, 3-2, is slapped out to third. Pierre has it, but he misses it. He drops the ball. Silva dives back to third base. Casilla safe at first. There'll be a fielding error on the third baseman, Gustavo Pierre. It looked like he had it on 1 hop. Then it just dropped out of his glove. He missed it. Silva rounded third, but got back. Pierre tried to dive and tag him out to no avail. And now the Revs will have runners on the corners thanks to the Pierre error. And here's Wellington Dotel.
Yeah, it's the type of bounce that you want as a third baseman, but he was probably trying to be a little too quick with it, knowing that Alexi runs well, maybe peaked up just a little. And then he almost made a tremendously heads-up recovery. Silva just rounded third by about a step, able to get back.
Here's Dotel. The first pitch from Villa swung on and missed. A changeup from Kelvin. 0-1. Dotel hit a moonshot out to left center over pretty much everything out there last night. It was the 4th and final home run of the night for the Revs in the 9-1 win. Revs looking to take the lead or tie the ball game. Dotel takes low and outside. Ball smothered in dirt by Rivera. Keeps the runners where they are. Silva at third. Alexi Casilla over at first. Silva doubled with 1 out. He got to third on the ground ball that Casilla hit to Pierre, where he made an error on it. So first and third for the Revs. Dotel gets a shot. 1-1 the count. 2 down in the inning. The pitch. Line drive, but foul down the right field line. A couple kids racing after that. We'll see who gets the souvenir. 1-2 the count. Gotta believe Villa's going to go with the changeup here ahead in the count. It's been his best pitch. It is his best pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Revs. Arguably, they're one of their 2 hottest hitters. Dotel and Silva probably the 2 hottest on the team right now. Here's the 1-2, 2-out pitch, up and in. Dotel spins out of the way. It's 2-2. Big spot here for Wellington Dotel. Leads the team in batting average coming in, hitting .306 in 13 games. Villa comes set, looks at first, and the pitch to the plate. Chopper to third base. It's going to be ruled a foul ball. That was close over at the bag. Gustavo Pierre wondering why it was called foul. New life for Wellington Dotel.
And thankfully, because Dotel assumed it was foul and never ran, ended up being, I think, way closer than he thought it was going to be.
Dotel hitting .286 in 7 at-bats with runners in the scoring position and 2 outs. Home run and 3 RBI in those situations. That home run came last night in that situation. The 2-2 pitch. Dotel flicks one out to left field. Ray going back. This one will be off the arch nemesis. One run is in. Ruby Silva crosses home plate. Casilla being sent around, and he will score. The Revs take the lead. A 2-out, 2 RBI double for Wellington Dotel. It's 4-3 Revs in the bottom of the 5th.
Great job all the way around. Dotel, a big hit, and I would expect that to continue with this team. He suits this lineup really well in this ballpark. It's always liked hitting here. I believe that was a changeup toward the outer half, but Villa might have gotten a little too much plate. Either way, Dotel's got great plate coverage, and it almost golfed that thing. And Casilla able to go all the way from first with 2 outs, flying around. Really favorable carom. It went all the way towards shallow left.
Revs lead by 1 here. Zach Wilson launches one out to deep left center field, and that ball is not coming back. A 2-run shot from Zach Wilson, and the Revs continue to add to the lead. It's now a 6-3 game. Wow. Welcome back to the lineup, Zach Wilson. He's missed his last 3. Daryl, who told you he was hitting one tonight during BP today?
Trying to think who all I talked to during BP. You did, Michael. 2 for 2 in as many nights for you.
A 5-run bottom of the 5th for the Revs. Came into the inning down 2. They're now up 3. Now Melky Mesa gets a shot. He's the 8th man to come to the plate in the inning for the Revs. He swings at the first pitch and misses. It's 0-1. A big blast from Zach Wilson just to the right of the arch nemesis. It got over the left field wall. Second home run of the inning for the Revs. They've exploded for 5. The 0-1 to Mesa. Off the hands into left field. That's down in front of Anthony Ray, a base hit. 9 hits in the game for the Revs. That's hit number 5 in the inning. The Revs now have a team-high 6 extra base hits in this game. They had 5 was their previous high. That was against these Road Warriors on last night. It was last night they had 5 extra base hits. Now they have 6 tonight, 2 homers, 4 doubles. Been a fun night.
It has, and you know, for the first few weeks of this season, this is kind of a dimension that this team was missing. The big hit, driving the ball, and big innings, the ability to pile those up, but everybody's confidence level has kind of grown collectively, and they've gotten some pieces back, and now they are getting these big hits consistently. And Villa, the first couple of times through the order, had them off balance a little bit, not this third time. And they have made him pay. Zach Wilson, he's hit 3 of his 4 homers this season off Villa. And these right-hand hitters doing a much better job this time through the order of staying back, staying on the back leg, not getting out in front on that changeup. That's been the difference.
6 runs on 9 hits for the Revs. We're only in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch from Villa low and away. Chris Rivera stops it in the dirt. William Gabay warming up in the Road Warriors pen. Kelvin Villa's given up 2 home runs and 5 runs in total in the bottom of the 5th. Revs 4 homers last night, 2 tonight, 2 in this inning. A Ryan Dent solo shot. A 2-run shot from Zach Wilson. Now Jose Cuevas takes a strike. It's 1-1. Cuevas the 9th man to hit in the inning. Revs already have 5 hits in this frame. 6 extra base hits on the night. Villa checks first, and the pitch. Cuevas looks at another one. It's 1-2. 4 of the 5 runs have come with 2 outs. The Dent solo homer came with 1 out in the inning. Everything else with 2. An inning that was kept alive by an error. Off the end of the bat, out to center field. Hibbert a few steps back in right center. He makes the grab. Cuevas is retired. And so is the side, but the Revs strike for 5 in the bottom of the 5th. They retake the lead. They get 5 runs on 5 hits. There was an error. They leave 1. We'll head to the top of the 6th with the Revs up on top 6-3. We'll see if Ross Detwiler comes back out. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland, and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Revs back on top, 6-3 York, top of the 6th inning. Ross Detwiler back out, now pitching with the lead and in line for the win. He's gone the minimum 5, now pitching into the 6th. Leading off the inning for the Road Warriors, 3-4-5 Gustavo Pierre, Jorge Fernandez, and Geraldo Valentin. Road Warriors had a 3-run 4th to take the lead against Detwiler. The Revs responded with a 5-run bottom of the 5th. They now have double the runs the Road Warriors have. It's a 6-3 game. Play still has not started in the inning. Time was out for some reason. Now Detwiler readies the first pitch to Pierre. Fastball that misses outside. There was a changeup, 83 miles an hour. Pierre 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. And the 1-0 from Detwiler misses high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The Revs batted through the lineup, sent 9 men to the plate in the 5-run 5th. 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases, 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Ryan Dennis solo shot, Zach Wilson a 2-run job. The 2-0 to Pierre. Pops this one up, foul territory. Zach Wilson over by the Revs dugout. Makes the grab on the warning track a few steps in front of the Revs dugout. Slamming his bat and actually missing the dirt on this attempted bat slam is Gustavo Pierre, so he'll walk back to the dugout. 1 down and no one on. Here's Jorge Fernandez. Big out for Detwiler to come back after his team puts up 5 runs for him. Gets a big out. Detwiler has had the most support of any Revs starting pitcher this season. Came in with 22 runs of support in 5 starts. Revs 3-2 in his starts. Now the curveball in for a strike on the outer half to Fernandez, 0-1. The Revs 3-2 in Detwiler starts, but he is 2-1. He won his last start. Now the 0-1 to the switch hitting Fernandez. Here's the pitch. Fly ball center field. Travis Witherspoon a couple steps to his left. He's camped under it and nonchalantly makes the grab at his shoulder. And there are 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Spoon makes it look easy, Darryl.
Oh, yeah. Even if it's a difficult play, Detwiler's really rebounded from that home run. They haven't touched him since.
Got to be energized after your team puts up 5 runs for you. Just 1 inning after you give up the 3 runs. Now with 2 out and no one on, Geraldo Valentin. First pitch swinging sends one back to the net, 0-1. 6-3 lead for the Revs, top of the 6th. 5 of the runs came in the 5th. Revs have multiple home runs for the 3rd straight day. That's exciting to say. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball slap foul, 0-2. 6 runs on 9 hits. We're only in the 6th, Darryl, and the Revs well on their way to a 4th straight night of 10+.
Yeah, they are swinging it well. The home runs have become an added dimension here this week.
Revs lead 6-3, no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs on Geraldo Valentin. The pitch from Detwiler way inside. Scooting to his left is Cruz to block it in the dirt. Valentin had to scoot out of the way as well. Count 1-2. Detwiler, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed low and outside corner. Another punch out for Ross Detwiler, and he's through 6 solid innings, giving up just 3 runs. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The Revs looking to add to their 6-3 lead. They have it on 9 hits. See what they can do in the bottom of the inning. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro, offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sauble's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Ross Detwiler has struck out 8 Road Warriors tonight through 6 strong innings, allowing just 3 runs. And he'll probably come back out for the 7th, but if he doesn't, he'll leave with a 6-3 lead. The Revs up 6-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Detwiler's been fantastic. Well, so is the offense. They broke out for a 5-run bottom of the 5th inning. 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. 4 of the runs that the Revs scored in that inning were unearned. Alexi Casilla reached on an error with 2 outs that continued the inning with the Revs down 1. They then scored 4 more off Kelvin Villa, who leaves the game after 5 innings, giving up 6 runs, 4 of them unearned, only 2 earned. And he gives way to the bullpen right-hander in the game. Now for the Road Warriors, we'll check on who that is. And it's William Gabay, the 6-foot, 180-pound right-hander from San Antonio, Texas. How about that 5th inning, though, Darryl? And how about Ross Detwiler? 8 strikeouts, 6 strong innings. He's looked great.
Yeah, they've flipped the game. They were struggling a little bit offensively when the Road Warriors happened to get a big hit and go in front. Since then, he's allowed no base runners, and the offense has done its thing. And by the way, this is the 3rd straight game, and we still have a long way to go, where they've scored at least 6. Just to give you an idea, the previous 10 games, 8 of those 10, they were held to 3 runs or fewer, and now 3 straight with at least 6.
Talk about a turnaround. Luis Cruz in the box to lead off the 6th. He led off the 5th, grounded out to short, and he takes a strike 0-1. William Gabay in for Kelvin Villa, who threw 79 pitches in 5 innings of work, gave up 9 hits. Now Gabay, it's his game right now. The 0-1 to Cruz. Breaking ball sent out to short. To his left is Martinez. A couple hops, and he throws over to first in time to get Cruz, who's grounded out to lead off an inning to short 2 straight times.
Martinez had a tough night last night with 2 errors. Tonight he's looked like Ozzie Smith.
He's looked like Ozzie Smith a couple of times that we've seen him. I mean, that dude is impressive out at short. The man at the plate right now is impressive at short as well. Here's Ryan Dent. A solo home run to left center in the 5th that kicked off that 5-run inning. That made it a 3-2 game. Dent 4 home runs this season. 3 of them have come against left-handed pitchers. Now a righty-righty matchup. Dent takes a fastball from Gabay for a strike, 0-1. Dent came in hitting .266 on the year. Now in an 0-1 count, awaiting the offering from Gabay. 6-3 lead for the Revs, bottom 6. The pitch. Breaking ball misses away. It looked like a slider from Gabay. Revs looking to add on. They're already doubling the Road Warriors. Revs looking for their 3rd straight win. They haven't done that in quite some time. The last time the Revs even won 2 straight before the past 2 games. Back on May 8th, started a 4-game winning streak. Dent swings and misses there at a fastball inner half. May 6th it actually was in Lancaster. They won 4-0. Then May 8th, 9th, and 11th they picked up 3 more wins. That was a 4-game winning streak for the Revs. It was the last time the Revs had at least 2 wins in a row. Looking for 3 in a row tonight. 1-2 the count on Dent. The pitch from Gabay. Fastball misses high and outside, 2-2. 6-3 lead for the Revs. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 9 hits in the game for the Revs. Looking to make it 4 straight games with double-digit hits. 14 last night on a night where they scored 9, hitting 4 long balls. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dent. And the pitch, low and away, 3-2. Plenty of guys hot in this Revs lineup right now, but who would you say is the hottest, Darryl? I mean, it's been a handful of guys. Ruby Silva's up there, Dotel. Honestly, just pick a name out of a hat.
Yeah, I guess I'd go Ruby. He had the 4-hit game, but both of those two.
3-2 to Dent, misses high and outside, a walk. Ryan Dent continues to draw base on balls. He's a 1-out base runner for the man you just mentioned, Darryl, Ruby Silva. Would you say he's Ruby red hot? Or would you not say that?
I probably wouldn't have, but that special mind of yours, you thought of it.
A free pass for Ryan Dent. That's his 11th walk of the season. 3rd on the Revs.
He's been hot too.
Here's Ruby at the plate, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 4 games in a row that he's hit the ball really well. Ball high and away. Ruby 3 straight multi-hit games, looking to make it 4. Ruby currently riding a 3-game hitting streak. Coming in, it's now at 4. Man on first is Dent, he walked. Gabay comes set out of the stretch, now sets at the belt. The pitch. Misses outside again, it's 2-0. Tried the fastball, couldn't find the zone. Kelvin Villa threw 31 pitches in that 5th inning. So his night was done after that. Here in the 6th, it's William Gabay with the Revs leading 6-3. 1 out in the inning. The 2-0 to Silva. Flipped foul out of play. 3rd base side. Game 3 of this 3-game series tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Revs are off on Monday, Memorial Day, and then they open up a 3-game series with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Revs came in 12-11. Road Warriors 6-20. Set at the waist again is Gabay. The pitch, Silva swings and misses. It's 2-2. The Road Warriors snapped a 12-game losing streak with 2 wins in Long Island, their series before coming to York. And Darryl, got to believe that was good news for the Revs, because at some point you knew the Road Warriors were due for a couple wins, but they got that out of their system before coming here.
Yeah, seriously. I was definitely rooting for that to happen. Not going to lie.
Gabay taking his time. The 2-2 to Silva. High and away, 3-2. They put Dent in motion here with a 3-run lead.
Sure.
In full count.
Yeah, maybe not if it was a lefty on Silva left-handed, but yeah, I would here.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ruby Silva at the plate. 1 out. Ryan Dent over at first. Double play depth up the middle for the Road Warriors. The third baseman, Pierre, a couple steps behind the bag off the line. Dent being held on. The payoff pitch to Ruby. Swings and pops this one in the air, center field. Hibbert ranging into left center. Not too deep. Makes the grab for out number 2. Dent will trot backwards back to first base.
I wouldn't run there because they didn't. I guess the one I mean, Silva, even though he's hot, he is a hitter that will strike out a bit, so might be the biggest reason why they didn't there, but oh, sorry.
What were you going to say?
Just thinking, he might have been the hitter affected the most by the cold weather and the off days and everything, and it's been a complete turnaround for him.
The weather got warm, he got hot. Here's Travis Witherspoon leading off tonight for the Revs. First pitch he sees, he chops it back to Gabay. Dent was on the move, throw over to first in time, and Witherspoon's retired. We've played 6 full from the bank in downtown York. Revs lead the Road Warriors 6-3. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning next. Stick with me and Daryl as Daryl takes back over on play-by-play on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler Hot Dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler Bacon Wrapped Cheddar Dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the 7th, Revs with a 6-3 lead. Ross Detwiler will work into the 7th for the first time this season. And facing Chris Rivera up first. First offering, breaking ball, big swing and a miss. Rivera, who homered over the arch nemesis in the 4th. Detwiler's retired 8 straight since. Before the 4th inning, he retired 9 of his first 11. It was just that one hiccup. And the 0-1 swing, and he pops it up, straight back foul. That's out of play. Michael is ready to dive out of the booth and make a heroic catch.
I already have a swollen pinky on one hand. I don't know if I need a broken hand on the other side.
Now, don't push the limit there. I can hardly stand to look at that pinky.
It's getting a little better.
It's the 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. In the dirt, Cruz the block. He'll trot out in front of the plate and make the throw to first. Strikeout number 9 from Ross Detwiler here tonight. His previous high was 7 against the Road Warriors back on May 2nd. And it ties the Revs' biggest strikeout performance in a game this year. Zach Groats in that complete game on Thursday.
2 season highs in strikeouts in a 3-day span. Pretty solid right there from Groats and Det.
Here's Melvin Rodriguez, curveball to start him, and that's a strike.
Everything's working tonight for Ross. He's changing speeds very well. Doing a great job working with Cruz tonight.
Here's the turn, the 0-1. And a ground ball slapped toward the middle. Dennett short, sliding knockdown, trying to pick it up. He will throw it, but it's well late. And Wilson will come off the bag, up the line to backhand it. Infield hit for Melvin Rodriguez ends the streak of 9 in a row retired. It's the 6th hit for the Road Warriors tonight. Good effort from Dent, kind of in between there. Not far enough to dive, went to a slide, but just couldn't quite pick it cleanly.
A great effort by Ryan, and if he didn't kind of bobble it on the trying to transfer it quickly there, he had a legitimate shot at getting Rodriguez because he's so good, able to dive and then get back up.
Now Silverio, first pitch, swing and a miss, fastball belt high at 90. Silverio, a fly out and a ground out tonight. No activity in the Revs bullpen. Detwiler only at 77 pitches. He started the night with a 6-pitch first inning. His first 2 outs of the game on 2 pitches. It's the 0-1. Breaking ball down and in. Cruz got a piece, can't find it. It is literally about a foot right behind his feet, and he does locate it.
That's tough when you're catching and you block a ball and keep it close to you, but it's either behind your foot and you don't know where it is. And then you got the entire infield and the pitcher trying to tell you at the same time where it is, and you're hearing 5 different things. Flashbacks to some of my earlier days in baseball.
Now ready with it. And the 1-1, swing and a pop-up. That's foul. Straight back and out of play.
And then you got your mask on, too, so you can't see as well. Trying to look down if you had it off. Cruz a good job, though, to pick it up before runner could get to second.
The Revs really tremendous situation with 2 strong defensive catchers. There's the 1-2. And a breaking ball fouled off over the first base roof. It is the twilight of the evening. Doesn't feel like it in the booth, but the front that came through did cool things off out there a little bit. We have an Ed Mann sighting in front of the booth.
I see ice cream.
Here's the pitch. And is swinging a foul back onto the roof.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Ed. Ed, you are the
getting
man.
Some ice cream. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you.
I didn't know it was for us. I just thought I was seeing ice cream.
Yeah. Well, it is funny. I saw our friend. You saw the ice cream.
Well, I had a better view at the ice cream.
I don't blame you. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got him leaning, a throw to first instead, and he got him. Detwiler picks off Melvin Rodriguez. Had him leaning on the shuffle away from first base. It was timed perfectly, and he erases him. The Revs with their 5th runner picked off or caught stealing by a pitcher this season, and Detwiler notches his first. Base is empty, 2 outs. He'll go to the windup. Now against Silverio, the 1-2. And a curveball, he just got a piece, dribbled toward third. It's foul, though. Cuevas will come up and glove it in foul territory. Detwiler's got a chance to give the Revs their first double-digit strikeout performance of the season ahead of Silverio here.
Gotta believe he's going to do it. No one up in the pen. I thought he was going to do it on that pitch coming back after the pickoff. It would have been too perfect. Curveball down and away right here.
See what they go with. Here's the wind, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. It was a slider down, and that's strikeout number 10. Cruz puts on the tag. Ross Detwiler, 7 solid innings tonight. And he's allowed nothing since that 4th inning, basically. Just the infield hit, which he erased himself on the pickoff. And a 10-strikeout night for him. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Stretch time at the bank. It's 6-3 York.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sauble's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIACREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Bottom of the seventh, Revs looking for a third straight win tonight. They lead by 3, 6-3. Right-hander Jose Ortega is the new pitcher for the Road Warriors. It is a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Casilla, Dotel, and Wilson will face the righty here. Not a big guy, listed at 5'11", Venezuela native deals, and Casilla has to bail. That was in near his knees as he goes stumbling away from the plate. He was shorting and showing a bunt there. And it is ball one. Ortega 0-1 in 7 outings, 6.75 ERA. There's the 1-0. And Casillas shows it again, creeping up in the box, but it's low. Ortega, 9 1/3 innings, 8 runs, 7 earned, 14 hits. Opponents have hit 333 off of him. We believe that Van Meter was up in the Revs bullpen last inning, but Detwiler quickly ended the inning. And right now, nobody throwing. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a ground ball foul down the first base line.
If we didn't see Van Meter warming up, did it actually happen? Was there ever actually anyone up in the pen?
Well, that's true. We're relying on our outside eyes.
Well, our sources here in the press box, we know they're very trustworthy. Greg and Brian, two awesome dudes.
Until they're wrong. Here's the 2-1, and that misses in the dirt. Casilla tonight, 1 for 3, RBI single in the third. Reached on what proved to be a pivotal 2-out error in the fifth. The Revs would go on to score 4 runs unearned after that. But they'll take him however they can get him, and they lead at 6-3. They were given an extra opportunity and then got the big hits to take advantage. Here's the 3-1, and a swing and a drive, but foul. Casilla out in front, and he lines it into the bullpen balcony and right.
Today in BP, Alexi was taking some cuts right-handed with the lefty Villa starting, and Mace asked if he was going to left center, and he pointed over the arch nemesis. He's like, no, I'm going over there.
He's got some pop. Here's the 3-2, and a ground ball right side, and Rodriguez slides, makes the stop, rolls over, and makes the throw to first just in time. Melvin Rodriguez with a great defensive play at second. Takes one away from Alexi, his second base counterpart. A sliding pick and rolling over made the throw.
That was nice right there. Really solid middle infield this Road Warriors team has. Martinez, I mean, as good as anyone I've seen in the league, up there with Ryan Dent. That's a nice play by Rodriguez over at second. He handles the keystone really well.
Now here's Dotel, 1 for 3 tonight, 2-run double in the 5th, which gave them the lead. And the pitch from Ortega, swing and a miss, 94 and cutting to the outside. Pretty good stuff on that. He does have big league time. He was previously in this league with Sugar Land briefly. 29-year-old sets, comes home, and a swing and a miss. He cut it away again. Well, that one said 100 miles an hour.
I don't know about that.
It wasn't that, but made his big league debut in 2012 with Detroit. 14 career big league games. It's the 2-strike pitch, and that misses off the plate away. 0-3 in the majors, but he's been there parts of 3 years. Last year in the American Association, all year with the Sioux Falls Canaries. He had 17 saves for them, but he was 4-8. Pitch is a breaking ball just high. And Dotel with a close take as he works it even. His ERA last year in the high 4s. Revs up 6-3 in the 7th. Here's the 2-2. Swing and it's fouled away off to the right. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Revs got within 5 of Lancaster last night with the win. Lancaster lost at Southern Maryland 2-1, and right now they're trailing 2-1 in the 5th inning in tonight's game in Waldorf. Somerset is up 9-0 at Long Island in the 6th. As Dotel asked for time. Last night the Patriots won a close one, increasing their Liberty lead to 4 over the Ducks. A win tonight would make it 5 as they try to take some control. Sugar Land trails at New Britain 7-2 in the 6th. Pitch to Dotel. He hits it on the ground toward the middle, under the glove of Rodriguez, ranging way to his right. That's into center. And Dotel with a hit. He's 2 for 4. Hit it sharply, and Rodriguez tested to his right this time. Couldn't quite get low enough.
Another multi-hit game for Wellington Dotel. One of 2 Revs tonight with a multi-hit game. Melky Mesa quietly 3 for 3.
And the Revs now with another double-digit hit game. That's their 10th as a team. Here's Zach Wilson, 1 for 3. 2-run homer. Just right of the arch nemesis back in that 5-run 5th. First pitch inside, and he has to twist away. That was close to the jersey. That one clocking at 94. I guess Mesa's night is quiet because he's followed Wilson and some of these other guys. Here's the stretch from Ortega. The 1-0. And a swing and a bounce foul over by the Road Warriors dugout.
Dotel now a 9-game hitting streak, extending it earlier tonight. I just can't imagine why Sugar Land just let him go like that. Happy to have him here in York, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. 1-1, and a swing and a pop foul straight back. Seems to be very comfortable here. It didn't take him long. He made an impact right away. Basically, offensively won the game his second day with the team. Drove in all 3, a 3-2 win. Has a healthy lead here, and he's going. Pitch to Wilson is hit high and deep again, left center. Hibbert going back toward the LED lights, and he's got just enough room. Dotel at second, he'll retreat to first. Zach Wilson just missed his second home run of the night. He hit it to deep left center, way out there toward the batter's eye, about the middle of the LED lights. And Hibbert caught it a step in front of that digital board.
That was a shot. A ball that just kept carrying a little bit. Really deep part of the park there, so not ideal if you're trying to put one out, but Wilson must not have been that bad of a sickness he was battling. He's been ready to roll.
Here's Malky Mesa, 3 for 3 with a double. First pitch, he swings, grounds it to short, and Martinez fumbles this one, picks back up, throw to first, he bounces it past Valentin. Mesa breaks for second, and he will be stopped short of the bag, but it went out of play. So he is awarded second base. The throw beat him, but he's going to be safe anyway. And Dotel goes to third base on it. Martinez has played a great short tonight, but that one right at him pretty much. And one juggle, and then rushing the throw, trying to atone for it, threw it away.
Martinez credited with 2 errors on that play. One for the bobble and the ground ball. They say that Mesa got to the bag already by the time the throwing error became a factor, which allowed him to get to second. So 2 errors on the play. They scored it.
It's a tough play right there. Here's Cuevas, and he takes down low. Second and third with 2 outs. And the Revs trying to add to their cushion. They lead at 6-3. Cuevas is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Now Ortega the stretch. And the 1-0. That's across for a strike. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for York. It's now 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors on the Road Warriors. They had one with 2 outs in the 5th that proved very costly. Let's see what the Revs do here in the 7th. The stretch and the pitch. Swinging a line drive toward the big wall and left. Ray is back. He's got room, though. Makes the grab a step in front of the manual scoreboard, and a couple of near misses for the Revs in this 7th inning. Cuevas put a good swing on it, but lines it just shy of the big wall and left. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left. Detwiler heading to the mound to begin the 8th inning, with the Revs in front, 6-3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Start the 8th at 6-3 York. Detwiler's first pitch is over for a strike on Anthony Ray leading off. 9-1-2 in the order. Van Meter is up again. Ray, a left-hand hitter, the 0-1. And a breaking ball down and away. Detwiler's got 10 strikeouts on the night. He's through 7. Also a season high for him. Ray, a strikeout and a ground out. Here's the wind and the 1-1. And a breaking ball bounced past Cruz. That was his 86th pitch of the night. So 83 through 7. Last season, the Revs had 2 pitchers in double figures in strikeouts in a game. Ross is the first to do it since Jay Goss on July 1st of last year, an 11 strikeout game against Sugarland. Victor Mateo did it as well. There's the wind, the 2-1, and a swing and a foul over the third base side and out of play. He is the first lefty to register one since Frank Gailey had a 10 strikeout game July of 2015 at Long Island. Detwiler winds, kicks, delivers, and he almost got him. Foul tip. In on the hands and up, and Ray just got a piece of it.
That almost hit Ray, it looked like. He swung at it, though. But that's a pitch that I could have easily seen hitting his hand instead of hitting the bat.
By the way, it's Detwiler's longest outing since 2016 as he deals, and it's a breaking ball low. Ray stops in time. He went 7, giving up just 3 hits and 1 run in a no decision at Houston in a start for the Oakland A's August 31st 2 years ago. The pitch, and a swing and a pop foul off to the third base side. Last time he went more than 7, it was in his A's debut, August 10th of 2016. He went 8 shutout in a win at the Coliseum against the Orioles. Now the wind, a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball up at 91. It is strikeout number 11 on the night for Ross Detwiler. And here comes Mace, as he's gotten to a season-high 91 pitches.
Get him a little standing O here.
Yeah, that might have been predetermined. Detwiler waiting patiently as his manager approaches, takes the ball. He'll give 5 to Cruz and make his way to the Revs dugout in front of a standing O here at Peoples Bank Park tonight. What an effort. 7 1/3 innings, 11 strikeouts. In line for his 3rd win, handshakes as he heads into the dugout, and Van Meter will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He had it all working tonight, and the only damage done on the 1 hiccup in the 4th inning, aside from that 4th inning, when he gave up 3 hits, only 3 other hits all night. One of the other 3 was one that didn't even leave the infield. Yeah, he was a joy to watch here this evening.
It's so fun to watch Ross go about his business on the hill. He's a true professional. I mean, he's been around the Major League landscape for 9 years. He was the first guy from his draft class to reach the major leagues back in 2007. That's an incredible feat in itself, and you have to be an incredible pitcher to make that jump that early in your career. But to come here to the Atlantic League this season, really from the get-go, was pitching well, and now he's a little bit more stretched out, goes 7 1/3 tonight. You can't ask for anything more than what Ross Detwiler gave tonight, especially on the day where you find out that the team's #1 starter, Jay Goss, went to the disabled list. I mean, it's just a lot of fun to watch Ross go out there. He's got 4 pitches he can use at any time and throw it whenever he wants to, and he was pinpoint with all 4 tonight.
Well, he is just the 2nd lefty in Revs history to strike out 11 or more in a game. Chris Cody did it twice. He's the first to do it since Cody struck out 12 on July 24th, 2013 in a game at Somerset. Final line, 7 1/3 innings, 3 runs on 6 hits, 0 walks, and 11 strikeouts, 91 pitches, 66 strikes. And Van Meter on, he'll face Osvaldo Martinez at the top of the order, 1 for 3. Revs a 6-3 lead here at the top of the 8th. First pitch from Van Meter, that's across for a strike. So it is Detwiler's longest outing since his A's debut in August of 2016, that game against the Orioles. There's the 0-1. And that's over for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And we will do some digging to find his last double-digit strikeout performance.
It's been a while.
Wow. Van Meter fires and is swinging a foul back over the roof. I smell some game notes tonight.
Yeah. I'm already cooking them up. I'm already writing them down, getting them ready to go. But that's the best, when they just kind of write themselves. But I mean, for Ross tonight, double-digit Ks and no walks, it's pretty special.
Oh, yeah.
Finally gets a night. I mean, it did rain for maybe, 10 seconds, but finally got a night with good weather, warm. He didn't have to worry about a big rain delay that he was going to have to sit through. And he mentioned in part one of that interview you did with him, he was joking how his last 3 starts had been game 2 of a doubleheader because of rain.
Here's a called third strike. Fastball painted on the outer black at 94 from Van Meter. 12th strikeout for Revs pitching. And Martinez is down looking. 2 outs in the 8th.
JVM keeping it going. It's good to see him getting some work in tonight. And it is a 3-run game. This game isn't out of reach. It just seems like it is based on that big inning the Revs had and the fact that Detwiler's dealing. This is a safe situation.
Yeah, it is. Here's Matt Hibbert, who's 0 for 3, ground out, 2 strikeouts. Van Meter the pitch, swinging a pop foul out of play off to the right. We will also have to dig for the last 11-plus strikeout game with no walks in Revs history. That'll be a fun one to look up. We'll keep you abreast. Now the 0-1. And that's in there. Strike 2. Van Meter attacking. It's his second game back from the DL. It felt good the other night in Lancaster. Scoreless inning. Looking sharp tonight and going right at him. Now time asked for. Hibbert, former Barnstormer, backs away. Only got 6 at-bats there. He's already got 14 with the Road Warriors. And now the 0-2. And it misses down low. 6-3 York here in the 8th. Looking for their 3rd straight win. Should be their 2nd streak of 3 or more this year. Had a 4-gamer earlier this month. Now the 1-2. And it's a called strike down around the knees. Scott Hart thought it was strike 2. He gave the 2-finger call and then realized and went into the punch out. And Van Meter strikes out both hitters that he faces looking. Combines with Detwiler to strike out the side in the 8th. And the Revs have struck out 13 Road Warriors here tonight. We go to the bottom of the 8th. York leading 6-3.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking! That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs up 6-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Right-hander Andrew Johnston, the new pitcher for the Road Warriors. Former Camden River Shark, Sugarland Skeeter. Luis Cruz will lead things off against the tall righty. And his first pitch is chased in the dirt. Cruz tonight 0 for 3, 3 ground balls to short. One was a double play early in the game. Johnston 1-1, a 3.27 ERA in 9 outings, 1 save as well. Revs had the game's first run in the 3rd. Road Warriors went up with 3 in the 4th. But an inning later, it all changed. The pitch and a swing and a high chop foul down past Polo at 3rd. 5-run 5th for the Revs has given them the 6-3 lead. Neither team has scored since. And Detwiler became the story tonight, striking out 11 with no walks. Johnston, the 0-2. Swinging a liner yank foul. Oh my. Into the Road Warrior bullpen. It hit the bench. And a couple of the guys are arguing with one another because they didn't know which way to jump. And they kind of got entangled. Very late maneuver to avoid that. Johnston ready. 6'5" righty comes home, and Cruz belts one toward the big wall in left, and it's off the newspaper. The carom played by Ray. He's going to try for 2. A short hop throw handled by Rodriguez, and he puts the tag on him. The Cruz tries to stretch it into a double. Hit it off the Revs win sign halfway up the wall. But Ray plays the carom and throws him out.
That was almost extra base hit 8 on the night for the Revs, and an aggressive play right there. But the way that ball came off the wall high and was handled easily, tough for Cruz, a guy who doesn't run as well as some of the other guys on this team, to try to stretch. Again, it's only a 3-run game. Base runners are important, and now the Revs don't have any.
Here's Ryan Dent, and Johnston delivers a strike. Dent tonight 1 for 2, homered in the 5th, also on base on a walk. On the 0-1, and a swing and a miss, foul tip into the mitt. We'll have post-game fireworks again tonight. I assume it's Rincon who's up. Somebody's getting ready for the 9th. On the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Johnston went a little slower. Might have been a straight change. And Dent down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Road Warriors in the 9th will have 3, 4, and 5 due up, so you have to get through the heart one more time. Here's Ruby Silva with 2 away. It is Grant Sides who's up, so he will go for his first save. Pitch to Silva is over for a strike. First save since September 29th of 2017.
That was a good one, right? Big save?
That was all right.
Important scenario?
There might have been fluids thrown on one another after that one. Pitch to Silva is just outside.
Well, nothing like being drenched in cold champagne. Ross Detwiler told us that in the pregame.
Yeah, he was on some of those Nationals playoff teams. It was the 1-1, and that misses down low.
A couple Nationals playoff teams that you really think should have at least won a playoff series. They're still looking for that playoff series win in D.C., but Ross tonight again, spectacular. I mean, that was fun to watch.
There's the 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Silva reaching in the dirt. I have to find a way to go back to 07 here. It is, as far as I can tell, back through 08, his first double-digit strikeout game. The 07 day-by-days for the minors are not exactly available. It's the 2-2. And a swing and a line drive straightaway center right at Hibbert. Hardly has to move. Catch is made to end the inning. Revs no runs, 1 hit. Nobody left. And we'll go to the 9th, looking for a 3rd straight win. It'll be Grant Sides coming in. Revs in front, 6-3.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority is a proud sponsor of Go Green Night at the York Revolution on June 9th. The first 2,000 fans through the gate will receive a free eco-friendly cloth shopping tote. We call foul on plastic bags, and you should too. Visit www.ycswa.com for more earth-friendly tips. That's www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Top of the 9th, Grant Sides is on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's 6-3 York. He was pretty dominant last night. Pitched the 8th inning, couple strikeouts, gave up just a single. And he'll work for the 2nd straight game, 3rd in the last 4. Overall, in 4 outings since rejoining the team, 4 1/3 shutout innings, only 3 hits given up, 1 walk, which was intentional, and 6 strikeouts. Pierre, Fernandez, and Valentin do up 3-4-5. And Revs pitchers Detwiler and Van Meter, leading up to Sides here, have struck out the last 4 combined hitters. And aside from a pickoff, the last 6 outs all on strikeouts, 6 of the 7 including the pickoffs. In the last 6 times they've gotten a hitter out, not a base runner, it's been on a strikeout. Detwiler 11, Van Meter Cade, both that he faced, both looking. And here's Sides ready to go to begin the 9th. First pitch to Pierre is right down the middle. 0-1, 92 on the gun. Pierre 1 for 3 tonight, struck out in the 1st, singled, stole, scored in the 4th, fouled out in the 6th. Sides set with it. And the 0-1. It's a called strike. Slider on the outside corner. Pierre stomps out of the box. And Sides quickly jumps ahead. The Revs have struck out every Road Warriors batter at least once. Detwiler struck out 8 of the 9. Van Meter took care of the other one for him. Martinez, the leadoff man. Sides ready, the 0-2. Check swing, he's rung up. Fastball on the outer edge. He's punched out, and Sides keeps the strikeouts, mowing on into the 9th inning. That is the team's 14th of the night, 1 away.
Make it 5 strikeouts in a row that Revs pitchers have recorded. Silverio struck out to end the 7th. Ray, Martinez, and Hibbert all went down in the 8th, and now Pierre in the 9th.
Now here is Jorge Fernandez, 1 for 3 with a double. Sides ready to work. First pitch, he pops it up. Foul ground on the left side. Cuevas from third, back into the Road Warriors bullpen, and it does land a few rows up in section 26. There's still just a tiny hint of daylight. If you look up at the cloud cover, it's almost completely nightfall, but we're not even at 9 o'clock yet. And Sides looking to finish this one off.
Wow. I didn't realize. We were cruising last night for a while, and then all of a sudden things kind of took a halt.
Yeah, Chong charged the field. And
is that the headline in the newspaper this morning?
There was no headline in the newspaper. Here's a fastball. That's in for a strike. Actually, that was a changeup. 0-2. Shameless plug. Sign up for our game recaps.
Oh, yeah. Some good writing done in those recaps.
Yeah, this guy named Michael.
Well, they're fun to write when you get nights like this.
Sides ready. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a chopper down toward first, just foul. Tough hop on Wilson. It skipped by, but it was wide of the line. Again, 5 strikeouts in a row for Revs pitchers. I believe the team record is 6 in a row. Can't find it in my own media guide. I'm looking.
There's a lot in that media guide. It's tough to navigate sometimes.
This darn book. Where did he put it?
Need a real-life Control F to find it.
Another 0-2. And did he go? It was in. He turned, tried to lift the arms up, and on the appeal down to third, Fernandez is ruled to have not offered at it. That was in self-defense, as that was in near his ribs, and he was trying to twist out of the way and avoid swinging.
Similar to what happened with Michael Burgess. What was it, last night or 2 nights ago, where he got called out on strike 3 on a pitch where he was basically trying to just get out of the way of the ball.
And Sides will try it again. Here's the 1-2, and a swing, and he just got a piece. Tipped foul behind the plate. And the sound effect of a fart permeates through People's Bank Park. Is that the first time we've done that this year?
I think so. I feel like I would have remembered it.
Is that your first fart here at
the first? Wasn't me.
Another 1-2, and that misses low. Fernandez lays off. We used to play it after like almost every foul ball, it seemed.
No, see,
so we got it under control now.
That's getting a little excessive, but could have done it after every strikeout tonight, and that would have probably gotten annoying by the 4th inning. Detwiler was so locked in.
Sides sets the hands. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a foul tip squeeze. Strikeout number 6 in a row for Revs pitchers. It is their 15th of the night. He went changeup, and Fernandez scraped it right into Cruz's mitt. And can the Revs end this game on this string of strikeouts? They're an out away from doing so one way or another.
Why not make it 7? I think all signs are pointing to it. Wouldn't it be nice to see Grant retire the Sides on strikeouts?
Valentin at bat, 6-3 York, 2 outs in the 9th. First pitch is in the dirt. Post-game fireworks ready to be queued up.
Tell you what, Luis Cruz has called an excellent game tonight. It gets overlooked, but the catchers are out here calling the games, working with the pitchers. Now the pitcher has the opportunity to shake off, but it didn't seem like Detwiler or JVM or Sides have been shaking off Cruz tonight.
On the 1-0, that misses high. Yeah, they've been in a good rhythm since the start. Valentin 1 for 3, RBI single. 2 balls, no strikes. And Sides will try to come back. They play him to pull in the infield, the other way in the outfield. Here's the 2-0, and it missed a little high. Chris Rivera on deck. Melvin Rodriguez in the hole would be the tying run. Seen a couple of fireworks off toward East York. Off in the distance. Sides ready. Here's the set and the 3-0. And that's right across for a strike. Revs again looking for their third straight win. Looking to go to 13 and 11, I should say. There's the stretch from Grant. And the 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Wilson at first, approaching the Revs dugout. Still in the grass, he's got plenty of room. Puts it away, and the Revs win their third in a row. A 1-2-3 ninth inning. Grant sides his first save since September 29th. And the Revs pour out into the infield, into victory formation for the third consecutive day. Tonight they win it by a final score of 6-3. Ross Detwiler, the star in this one. 11 strikeouts. He's our Cookman Kunkel Insurance Group Player of the Game as he picks up his third win. And the offense, more timely hitting and more thump. A couple more home runs on the night, another double-digit hit performance. And the Revs have found a formula here this week. Another victory, their third straight. Meanwhile, still a ways to go in Southern Maryland, but Lancaster down 3-1 in the 6th. And if that score holds, the Revs all of a sudden could be within 4. And we're still just barely over a third of the way through this first half. They file off toward the clubhouse. 3 wins in a row. 6-3 the final score here tonight. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good place.